Yeah, so thank you for jumping on the call. I felt that this will be much more interactive and we can collectively address your questions. So as I can see that you're looking to purchase a car and also the one what you have found is so you're looking for 2025 hybrid Hyundai Tucson SEL convenience, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you were saying that you have found it somewhere a little bit at a farther distance. Can you elaborate on that?
No, I mean, I haven't found the specific vehicle. I just know that's the type of vehicle I would like.
Okay, understood, understood. So, coming to us as a concierge, yes, it's the first time you might be interacting or having a dialogue with a company like ours.
Yep.
So, what we do is we provide an end-to-end concierge service, right? From understanding what is your requirement, what kind of vehicle you are looking for, addressing any of the constraints what you have because you mentioned that one of your previous car was a total loss due to tree damage. So if we are looking for a trade in, then we'll look at how we can increase your trade in value either
Yeah,
as a
that
part of
car's
a
already been
it's
total
gone.
loss,
Okay.
Geico. So they paid me, and so I have zero car.
Okay, so we are just looking to purchase a pre-owned used with a clean Carfax report, a good dealership inspection report car, and we'll
Yep.
also do a very third-party independent inspection on the car to make sure that there are no hidden surprises or it's not too good to be true, and then we end up with something which is very challenging. So when it
Yep.
comes to pre-owned vehicle purchase, we are very systematic in terms of the checklist what we follow and ensure that we are doing end-to-end due diligence before we put down our hard-earned money in order to purchase the car. So in
Yep.
this case, the very first step what we'll do is we'll do an end-to-end market research across 18 plus different online platforms plus the dealerships where we will be able to identify and find the Hyundai Tucson what you're looking for exactly with the trim level, the packages, the interior, the exterior color, what you are looking at. We are a consulting firm, so we are a complete asset light model. So we don't have any particular vehicle which we are trying to sell it to you. That being said, that your preference is at the core of our process. We will do everything what it takes to find a needle from the haystack. In your case, it's not like that. It's a very popular, very widely available vehicles, but at the same time, we'll list down all of them which are available. We'll also collect the Carfax report as well as the auto check report from the dealers who have this particular vehicle. We'll also get the initial quotation from them to see what kind of pricing they are coming up with because typically they would try to add all the convenience package, window tint, security fee, all of that nuances to increase their profits. So we get rid of all those dealership shenanigans, what we call, and ensure that it's a very clean negotiated best price deal. And again,
Great.
with respect to pre-owned vehicles, we also do a statistical comparison, and I'll show you by sharing my screen in a minute, the value between price versus miles. So it's not always about getting the lowest priced car with potentially the highest
Right.
miles, or it's not about taking the highest priced car with potentially the lower miles. It's about finding the right balance so that we are getting what we call the most value for our money. So that is also an agenda and the objective as a part of these efforts. This engagement gets started and we work with our, you will be appointed an associate concierge along with our concierge manager who will be providing you updates daily via email. And then we are also available via phone call, text, and emails as we interacted right now. I'm Neel
Mhm.
Mehta. I'm the co-founder and the chief negotiator of the business. And then we have the business team, the sales team, as well as the operations team. We do this 6 days a week, 24/7, 365. We have been in business for the last 5 years. And we are very humbled to have served more than 1,000 plus clients across the US, Canada, and the Middle East now. So that's the process. And then let's say if we find this exact vehicle coming to the logistics part of it, not within 50 miles or not within 100 miles, where you can just personally go and bring it back to your home, we can look at the options of getting it shipped to your doorstep. And then for that, we work with 7 to 10 different shipping companies across the nation. and then we'll get the quotation from them. We'll also look at who is able to bring it in the most convenient and in the most safe and secure manner. The shipping cost is separate. You pay directly to the shipping company. Again, we are not affiliated with any shippers as well. Sometimes dealership will also offer that we'll get it shipped to your doorstep. And if it is economically at the same price, we always recommend going with the dealer just because then it's their responsibility to make sure that it is also getting delivered. But we'll value those options once we are able to put down the deposit on the vehicle. We also negotiate on the APR. So if you're looking to finance the vehicle, based upon your credit score, we'll again discuss with the dealership to get the best APR for you.
Got it. Okay, that's helpful. And yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Cool. So, as a part of this entire engagement process, there is a fee which helps us to sustain the operations, not being affiliated with the dealerships. We don't take any kickbacks from the dealers. We don't get any rewards or any, I would say, the back end offers from the dealership. So, it's $1,000 all inclusive from start to finish, where $500 is payable as we kick off the engagement process, as we initiate the market research, the inventory availability, initial quotations, and negotiations with the dealership. And then $500 is payable once you get the keys of your vehicle. So that ensures you that as a concierge will be there at every step along the way throughout this process.
Well, I mean, before we get into any of that, I want to make sure that there's like available inventory in like a like near term, right? Like, so maybe you can start with just like a search. And if you say, yeah, there's like three different 2025 Honda Tucsons within the radius that we typically work, I think, these are all valid options for you and we'll get to work. Then like, yeah, I would say like, let's engage with like the end-to-end concierge fee.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just couldn't tell you that there's anything available. And if there's nothing available for the next like couple months or an undeterminate amount of time, I probably don't want to deal with like shipping a car from out of state and paying a shipping fee and like having to deal with thinking about a return or something like that. So I would more likely in that case just go to like a CarMax or a Carvana. This is
Mm-hmm.
mainly it's like local inventory that you can help deal with the negotiation around. I would be willing, obviously, to pay for that piece. So I don't know if that's something you guys do or that's the type of engagement you're open to, but that's kind of where I'd probably start.
Yeah, sure. We are definitely flexible on that front. If you feel that you're not able to find the inventory, we have a very good market research team. And
Yeah.
even during the times of COVID, when the vehicles were not available or getting pre-sold or being sold at crazy exorbitant prices, we were able to get the prices as per what was the market standards or what is the actual value of the vehicle. So we love to take the challenges. We want to make sure that any apprehensions what you have with respect to the engagement, we are able to cater to that. We are able to deliver what your problem statement is. And once you are comfortable that yes, these guys have found something, this seems to be very good, then we can move forward with the engagement fee, etc. on that front. That being said, if you can just give me a little bit more details about the exact vehicle, what you have already mentioned in the email, but if we can start with your zip code,
Yeah, 11231.
11231. And let me also share my screen so that you can see what I'm referring to and what we are going to fill it out in a minute here. So this information helps our client management team to understand exactly your requirement. And then from there, we can take it forward. And it's also available on our website also. So I have your email, which I'll fill it out. So you are looking for a pre-owned one. So I believe that is there any specific timeline you are looking at here?
Um, Either within 2 weeks or within a month.
Okay, perfect. And then
Like
of course,
sooner the better.
yeah, sooner the better. So 2025, I have your details here. Just let me put it here. I'll just put it all together. We do have options here, but just to make sure that we do it very quickly here. Any particular preferences in terms of the miles driven on the on this vehicle?
Um, like you said, it's always a trade-off between price and miles,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I guess it depends on if it's like certified pre-owned, because then I think the warranty gets extended to the second owner or
Yep.
not. Like because it's a 2025, if there was like, I
It
don't
does.
know.
A certified
It
pre-owned, the warranty gets extended to the second owner. And if you're looking for 2025, of course, it comes with the original manufacturer warranty as well. So we don't
Yeah.
have to worry on that front
Do you
because
typically recommend certified pre-owned, or you say stay away? It's like a dealer trick.
no, it's not like that. See, certified pre-owned is typically $1,500 to about $2,500 more than a used vehicle. But what we look into it, what is the most important thing is if you find a pre-owned, which is only a used car, it is very, very important to do something what we call the independent inspection, a third party independent inspection, which costs us about 150 to $200 all inclusive, but it gives a complete framework as to what is the exact aspect of the vehicle. So
Yep.
we get it done, and again, we are not affiliated with any third party independent companies as well, but we work with couple of them, and we will share those options with you. We can also find someone nearby to that dealership who can go and independently inspect the vehicle as well. So once that is done, then we can know how does the transmission look like, what does the engine condition look like, whether it was like, so in the Carfax we get to know whether it was a rental car or a personally owned car, whether it was a business car, how long it has been in the market sitting on the lot, right? Who was the previous owner, where the car was driven, how many times the services happened, right? Whether there is any minor to major accident on the vehicle, whether it has a clean title. So all these things are completely checked thoroughly by our team. Also, on the top of it, we ask for the dealership to share their dealership inspection report, which is also very, very important that they go with 110-point inspections, where we'll get to know the clutch, the fluid, the coolant, and all the other miscellaneous parts of the vehicle. So that is more important than just going for the certification. But we can
Yeah, yeah, I
compare both
understand.
the options, yes.
Yep. And so, I mean, I guess, yeah. So I'm indifferent. Like I would take your counsel on like available inventory between CPO or just pre-owned.
Yep.
Like given it's a 2025 and if it's pre-owned, I'd be sort of skeptical if it had like 20,000 or more models. That seems like a lot of wear and tear for a year's worth of use. So I'd
Yep.
say call it 15 or less is probably like a good sequence there. Um, Packages, I want the hybrid. And I think the select convenience is probably the right trim.
Okay.
If
SEL
there's like,
convenience. Yes. Yes. Yes.
if there are, if there's good availability of the limited trim, I would
Mhm.
consider it depending on the price.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's probably good as a starting point. Yeah, all-wheel drive, uh, black or dark gray, indifferent on interior, not really care.
Okay.
I care about the all-in cost and the speed of acquiring the vehicle.
Yes, yes. Speed, see, days are gone where it would take like a week to be shipped and delivered, right? We have
Yep.
had clients, like let's say even between one of our clients from New York himself, right, found a car in Nashville, Tennessee. You wouldn't believe that the car existed in the middle of the country, but then we got it shipped and it was delivered within 48 hours.
Cool. Yep,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll look into. We'll start with 200 miles as a range of convenience, and then if required, we'll scale it to 500. But again, all in cost, what is the total cost to acquire and own this vehicle is what we'll compare against the miles driven of the car and all the clean condition what I talked about. Any specific budget you are looking to be around with?
I mean, 30 to 35, I think is probably what it needs to be.
Okay. And I'll just put the word OTD here so that the team knows that it has to be inclusive of taxes, title, license, registration, and applicable
Perfect.
only the government or the federal mandated fees. That's on that front. I just wanted to quickly show you, and just will take 5 to 10 more minutes of your time. But this is exactly this particular client wanted something very similar to what you're looking for. Of course, the make and model is different, but you can see that she had very a long list of must-have features what she was looking for, and again she was looking for MSRP, need the vehicle as soon as possible, and within 1 week was the time frame. So we created a lot of listings for her. You can see that we do a very detailed, thorough listings. You can see the miles driven, dealership name, the Carfax name, link, the previous owners, the accident status, whom we are speaking with, how it is going like, and a lot of vehicles who either gets sold or were not as per her latest preference. We also provided the comparison between the trim level as well. And this is what I was talking about, value for money. So we'll be able to do something similar for you, where we can see that where the car is, what is the depreciation on the exact MSRP on the vehicle, whether that is SEL
Mhm.
convenience or a limited one. Because in 2025 it was either sold at MSRP or above MSRP. So we have to see at what price they are selling it today and what is the miles driven on that vehicle. And then we are also plotting the graphs like this. So we take all the price, which is the total out the door price, and also the miles driven here, and then we plot this graph. So anything below the red line is a good value for money. So instead of like
Got it.
looking at this, so what we bring to the table is very objective way of analyzing the vehicle while ensuring that we don't compromise on the quality. We do also a lot of graph comparisons. One more graph comparison is what we have done here. We have done it for Porsches. We have done it for Hyundai as well. Let me also find one more Hyundai
Hey,
vehicle.
Neil, let me
Yeah,
just ask, or
sure.
let me just interject something. So
Yeah.
I know we're talking about pre-owned, lightly used. I'd be curious once you start to see the prices in for this type of vehicle, like really pay attention to that MSRP discount because I
Yeah.
would be curious. I don't think it's much. And
Hmm.
so in those situations, is it like better to consider buying new? And like, how does your service interface with new vehicle purchases? Like, can you negotiate similarly with a dealer and all that stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
So
we
maybe
do the
say
same.
like, then depending on what the MSRP discount is, if it's still like in the 33 to 34 range generally, I guess
Mm-hmm.
open to new, depending on what your counsel was.
Sure, sure. So then this is a very important point. Let me also take a note of it here. That we'll be looking at everything. Just a second. The- I'm just going to send quick update. So we'll look at pre-owned. We'll look at CPO. We'll look at new, and then we'll compare, right? 30 to 35K is what you're looking at. And see, I always recommend people that if it is just a $3,000 to $4,000 difference, and if your pocket can allow, it is better to go for a new one. Because in new, either usually dealerships or the manufacturer have a cash deal incentive as well. They
Got it.
typically lower it by $1,000. So that is one benefit which we get. Second benefit is we don't have to worry about who drove it, get through the pre-purchase inspection, which we call PPI, which I talked with you in detail. And then if we don't find it within 50, like 100 to 200 mile radius, then we are not able to see the pre-owned ones. But whereas new ones, even if it is coming 1,000 miles away, it doesn't matter because it was not driven by anyone. It is a completely new one. It would be like driven maybe 10 to 15 miles just from point A to point B, and it comes with
Yep.
all the warranties and all the support required as a part of a new car owner. But that's just my take. But again, we are very flexible with respect to your choice, and we'll follow as per what you recommend and suggest. So the final decision to purchase a particular car lies with you, but we, as a concierge, will provide you all the options and comparison, both on the pricing side and both on the value side.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, that would be super great.
Okay, great. Any additional questions you have before we conclude? So we are heading into the weekend. Expect to provide a quick update by Monday. In the meantime, I just wanted to ask you, do you want us to schedule a test drive for you over the weekend so that you and maybe you can go or with your family to check out the vehicle?
Yeah, if it's close by, maybe like let me know what you're finding. I could probably make a weekend trip work as long as it's like pretty close because I need to Uber there. I don't have another car to get there.
Noted. So I'll keep that in mind, and I'll only keep it in mind whether if we are going to get an SEL convenience or limited, then only it makes sense for you to go. If it is any other
Yeah.
trim level, then there is no point of going. The color might be plus or minus because we are just going for the test drive. We are not even thinking about the
Oh
purchase.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. In that
Yeah.
case, it would be great to find something as close by as possible that I can test drive,
Okay.
specifically because I would love to put a car seat in the back to see how it fits behind the driver's seat.
Noted. Noted. That will be for your baby, right? For your kid.
Yep.
Okay, I understand. I also have two kids, so we are in the
Yeah.
same shoes. Yeah, okay. So, fair enough. So, let me ask my team before they start doing, I would say, a very tactical analysis, focusing on the pricing, focusing on the negotiations. Let's put you to go and do a quick spin, take it on a freeway, take it on a city roads, and see how it is coming along. Whether you've like the experience of it, and along with the babysit. Once that is done, then we'll do a deeper dive.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Neil. This
Thank you so
sounds
much.
good. I appreciate the conversation.
Yes, in the next half an hour, you will get a new email from our team on the top of this, where I'll be looping other team members, and I'll also share the client handbook for your reference, and we'll get the process started.
Awesome. Thank you so
Okay,
much, sir.
thank
We'll
you.
see you
Thank you.
soon.
Take care. Bye bye.